Our new Stegosaurus is the best one ever discovered, something like 80% complete and by far the nicest individual of this particular species ever to be found, with most of the bones in place, including a beautiful complete skull and beautifully three-dimensional. So she tells us an awful lot about the anatomy of Stegosaurus, about the overall appearance of the animal, and we're doing a lot of new science on the basis of this skeleton. We've been using the new specimen to look at various aspects of Stegosaurus life, because although it's a very familiar dinosaur, it's actually one that we know very little about, and it's pretty rare. This is one of only around 5 or 6 semi-partial skeletons around the world, so this is adding an awful lot to our body of knowledge about this dinosaur. We're working out things like how much it weighed. We're looking how the muscles of its limbs were attached to the rest of its body and how effective they were. We're looking at how the skull functions as a chewing machine and how hard it could have bitten. And we're also looking at the function of those plates, whether they might have been used for defense or whether they may have been used as a radiator to help the animal pick up or lose heat. The last description of Stegosaurus in any detail was done nearly 100 years ago. So this new skeleton comes at a great time. It comes at a time when we have a lot of new technology to probe into the skeleton using techniques borrowed from medicine and from engineering like CT scanning to look inside the bones and to put the bones into virtual computer models to use up-to-date techniques and work out something about its biology. Because this new skeleton is so complete, we should get a huge amount of new information on this particular iconic dinosaur. Up until now, we haven't been able to attempt some of these studies in the level of detail that we're going to be able to do now. And that's work that we've already started and that we hope to finish in the next year or so.